Hey guys, what's good? What's poppin'? Greetings, salutation, Earthlings. It's your girl Kathy D, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, guys. So today I'm kind of excited. I don't know. I am excited. I'm just kind of nervous for today's video. Nervous because when I talk about myself, when I talk about things that interest me, or when I feel like I'm sharing too much information about myself, I tend to turn red, like start sweating, start stuttering, and start getting nervous. So I apologize if I get like that. I'm trying my best. I'm just trying to learn, I'm just trying to better myself. Everything takes time. Excited because I'm finally sharing information with you guys that I've been wanting to. Like, I love sharing knowledge. I love sharing the truth. And personally, what I'm going to share today, I feel like is the truth. You know what I'm trying to say? So today we're going to talk about the laws of recurrence and reincarnation. So before I start this video, I have to say a few things. The first thing I'm going to say is some of the things that I have written down. So I'm going to keep looking to the right because I'm going to read it off camera, and some things are behind me. So I apologize if you guys feel like I'm not really here, I'm not paying attention, things like that. I'm just looking off camera so I can read these things to you because I'm not the best. I'm not an expert at remembering things on top of my head. So another thing I'm going to say is some of my information comes from the internet, some books I've read, and some personal inner knowledge that I carry with me. And the last thing I'm going to say is I have to explain my theory and my philosophy on life because I hope you guys understand a little more. Maybe understand me and get to know me a little better too. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Alright, so I personally believe that we're all souls on a journey here on earth. And I do believe in past lives. I do believe in reincarnation, recurrence. I do believe this is not my first time here on earth. I don't know if that sounds crazy or like to some of you guys, but at this point I really don't care. Like, if you're watching this because you guys like me, you fuck with me, you like me, my content, you like what I'm talking about, you like what I'm sharing. So like, I like being honest and truthful as much as I can, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I've had experiences with myself where like I remember things from a past life. I had experiences where once, actually not that long ago, where I've heard my higher self or my future self speaking to me right now in the present. And it felt very, because at first when I was like going through these things, I really thought, it kind of confused me because I thought I was kind of losing my mind. But then like, when I start reflecting, start doing information, start reading, and start like doing inner work on myself, is like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. This is just the truth. Well, to my reality, what I think is true. So yeah, I do believe we all come here on a mission, or because, karma brought us back in a way. Because maybe we did something in the past that we shouldn't have done, and now we're here again, and now we're dealing with situations and events and dramas. Because, we're dealing with the past. And to get to the future, we have to like, it's just a process, y'all. Like, life is a cycle, life is a process. Life is crazy. So that's just, I guess, a little bit of my belief system. So now I'm gonna let you guys know what reincarnation is. So reincarnation is the rebirth of a soul into a new body. And recurrence is a concept that the universe and all existence and energy has been reoccurring and will continue to reoccur in a self-similar form or an infinite number of times across infinite time and space. So that's the difference between both of them. And I'm going to get a little into that right now. Alright, so I'm going to start reading, guys. The laws of reincarnation and recurrence. Reincarnation and recurrence are cosmic laws describing the journey of a spiritual essence or soul through successive physical bodies. The difference is that recurrence is mechanical and reincarnation is a conscious process. Recurrence is for those without the fully developed solar vehicle and conscious sensors of gravity. That is most of us. Reincarnation is for the masters who need to reincarnate on Earth and fulfill specific purposes in accordance with divine will. With recurrence, everything occurs the same way it recurred plus the sum of the result. What we think is our past will be our future because everything in the universe is in a cycle. Our positive and negative values return. Our lives will be the same. The spiral line of life will repeat, but in elevated or degenerated spirals, and the consequences of our actions change our reoccurrence or our next reoccurrence. Reincarnation. The soul reincarnates hundreds of thousands of times, depending on which religion or philosophy one follows. The series of reincarnations is to promote spiritual growth so that the soul can arrive finally at one with the universe. So this kind of has to do with my theories. I mean, my belief system. Because I believe in this. Because like I said, I have experience where I experienced some of these things, and where it's like, yo, like it's so crazy. So I believe in the law of oneness, that we are all one, that we all come from the same source, that we're all connected, and in some sort. So right here, the last thing I said was, the series of incarnations is to promote spiritual growth so that the soul can finally arrive at one with the universe. Like I said, I feel like we're on a journey, and like we're all gonna keep going through this. Like life is just gonna keep going like this until we all wake up and realize why we're here and what our purpose here as human beings are. You get me? All right, so now I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna read some philosophers and what some religions have to say about reincarnation, reoccurrence, to their practices and beliefs and their own, research. So this is what the Egyptian Book of the Dead had to say. It is easy to comprehend the destiny that awaits men. If we observe the sun, it arises in the morning. It sets at dusk and disappears, but it never dies. What we call death is only a change in the form of life, but it is not the end. Before the child is born, it has already lived. Hinduism. You and I, we have lived many lives. I remember all of my lives, but do you remember yours? Do you? Buddhism. Death is the beginning of life. Socrates, he's a philosopher. The path of wisdom is enriched thanks to the wings of successful reincarnations. Pythagoras, another philosopher. One life is in the flesh is only a link to the great chain of revolution of the soul. Plato. I'm sorry, I moved my camera. The soul always returns to the body of flesh and bone, keeping a great similarity to the life that has previously lived due to the fact that the soul is impregnated in it. It keeps the psychological instinct that it has in the last existence. Muhammad, Allah has created all human beings, and everyone will be born again, time and time again, without ceasing, until the moment in which they come to know the reasons of their existence. Like I said, until we all realize and wake up. I'm sorry, the last philosopher I'm gonna name, I think how you pronounce his name is ambitious. I apologize to anyone who feels offended. Man always complains about what they call bad luck, but if he could only remember what he did in his past lives, his concept would change. So by that, he's referring to karma. Alright, so Virgo, the soul, when it penetrates into the body of the flesh, loses its consciousness of its past lives. Judaism, every soul is subjected to revolutions, and it continues by saying human beings ignore the way in which they have been each time. The last one is Christianity. And his disciples asked him, saying, "Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come?" And Jesus answered and said unto them, "Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias has come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer to them." Then the disciples understood that he spoke unto them of John the Baptist. Death is a return to the beginning of life, with the possibility of repeating it all over again. As we are born again in a valley of tears, the past becomes the future according to the law of recurrence. The life in each of us of all its time has always been the same, from existence to existence through numerous centuries. So to end this, death is the return of the womb. That's what my boy Master Samuel on had to say. He also said the law of eternal returns of all things is always combined with the law of reoccurrence. The egos incessantly return to repeat the same dramas, scenes, and events. Like I said earlier, here and now, the past gets projected to the future through the present. I think it's pretty cool how a lot of philosophers and a lot of religions had to say like basically the same thing, just very differently, worded differently, with different types of information and practices too. I just think it just takes a while for us humans to understand what people are really trying to say. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun like putting this information together and like making this video too. Hope you guys enjoy information like this, because I would love to make more videos like this for my channel in the future. But if you guys have ever had an experience like about what I'm talking about today, like like with past lives, or like you felt like deja vu, or you felt like you lived this before, or you start to remember things from like a different life, yo, please let me know. Make me not feel alone. Write it down in the comments, yo. And also do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember to stay safe and take care of yourself, guys, because we live in a crazy, evil world. Like, I sincerely mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, I'm about to cry, yo. I really hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, yo. Like, I'm doing my best to do me, to get better, to be where I want to be, and to be the person I want to be. But like, everything takes time, and I'm excited for my journey on life, y'all. But yeah, take care, guys. Enjoy.